Hello, welcome back to WVU football going deep, and it turns out Berlioz has decided to make an appearance. This is an uncommon video in multiple ways because I never intended to make this one. It's about the offensive line, which I thought was pretty much settled and obvious. But on another channel, I saw somebody who said that the offensive line is a weakness, and he specified Wyatt Milum as one of the problems. Claimed that Milum got run over all season. Now, I love a conversation, and I don't mind when people disagree with me. There's always a chance to learn something or teach something, or just have a little fun. But when you get into that kind of absurdity, it's time for a rebuttal. Now, I'm not saying the line was perfect. There were problems. The run game tended to be feast or famine. Mostly, last year it was feasting. There were a few games against the best teams, things went badly. And they lost because they couldn't run the ball. They've gotten better. They got better last year than they were in 2021. The pass blocking is better than the run blocking. Now, I went back to Pro Football Focus, looked up some numbers, and again, numbers aren't what I'm most fond of, but they're what we have to work with in a situation like this. Now, looking at the line overall, it's no surprise that Frazier was the highest rated overall. He is not only the center in terms of position, but he truly is the center of the line. He is the anchor. And he graded out at 80.8, which made him the number 7 center out of 284. And that was the number that they had ranked based on who had played enough snaps to get considered. And number 284, as a side note, happened to be Bryson Mays, which some of you will find to be a familiar name. If you were wondering what happened to him, evidently, not much. Now, Milum came in overall at a 74.8 that ranked him number 77 out of 610 offensive tackles. But as it turns out, actually on passing, Milum was rated higher than Frazier. He was the highest rated of the blockers. Nestor, solid. He was number 91 out of the 639. Thomas Rimac came in at 125. Of course, he had a bit of a rough time when he first took over for Gamitter. Became very solid. Basically was named as the newcomer of the year in the Big 12, I believe. Oh, no, that was Donaldson. But as I recall, he got an award as one of the newcomers. Probably offensive line or something like that. Now, if you want to talk about problems on the offensive line, it was right tackle. Milum, of course, is left tackle. But Hubbard and Yates have had problems. They've been back and forth. Hubbard seemed to be gaining the edge last year and getting better, although he did not score well. He was like, what is it here? 508 out of the 639 tackles. That's not good. It's also part of why Nestor is going to be playing right tackle, and Hubbard or Yates, probably Hubbard, will be playing at guard. They tried to make a move with Nestor to tackle last year, got spoiled by injury, and I'm not sure why they weren't trying Hubbard and Yates last spring. But of course, middle of the season is no time to be moving one of those guys to guard. The reports are that they are both better at guard than they were at tackle. And it is something of a different thing, you know. They describe tackle as being out on an island by yourself. You're in there at guard, you do have more help, more complexity since you are working with guys on both sides, but maybe it suits their play better. And the simple truth is that if Hubbard or Yates or even one of the younger players steps up their game a notch this year, the line will be extremely good. Right now, it's a strength. There's talent. There's experience. We've got a touch of youth now. And we've got guys who can back them up. So don't come telling me that the offensive line is a weakness and Wyatt Milum, of all people, is getting pushed around and run over. If you want to go back and look at his freshman year, the first bit he played, yeah. But don't get stuck in the past and tell me that the 2023 line is going to be a weakness because of what happened a couple of years ago. Things have changed. Pay attention. I've said it before, I think it's going to be a good year. I do not predict a perfect season. We're not going to play for the national championship. But it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good offensive line. Well, this has been another video from WVU. You'd think I could say that by now. WVU football, going deep. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. Do lots of good things to help me out. As it says in the description, all proceeds go to support good causes. My spouse, our cats, the creditors, and the plumbing project that never ends. Now, I have to go convince Brule to stop chasing Ariel. See you next time.